This is what dreams mean preparation. We put the work in for that reason. Real talk. Now's the moment. When you give your life to the game. Time for the change. Lifetime fame. But that's only if you got ice in your veins. It's about that time. It starts right here when teams got hope. Foundation is set. The only thing next is sink or float. No question. Push the pedal. Look, we need to go. You're on the clock. And now's the time. I think they know.
Kyle Pitts has been described as possibly the best player in this year's draft by several experts. So he ran a 4.4 40-yard dash at Florida's Pro Day and posted a 10'9" broad jump. I mean, come on. When you're sitting on that kind of skill set, would it really be that surprising to go at top 3? Hey, Andrew Siciliano, can you get us a little something out of this kid?
There are some who think that the 49ers are just messing with us. They have George Kittle, but they also have Jimmy Garoppolo. They don't need the quarterback right now. That, Kyle, they went up to get you. Would it surprise you if you're the 49ers pick?
I'll say it's half and half. It was surprising, but it was definitely surprising because, it's a lot of great quarterbacks in the draft, and I think the first 4 picks will be quarterbacks. But if I do get the chance to be drafted at 3rd, that'd be, I don't even know. That'll be too crazy. That'll be really exciting.
Yeah, James Jones has been keeping close tabs on Kyle Pitts and his evolution as he prepares to enter the NFL. JJ, did you hear that? He said it would be too crazy for him to go at top 3. I don't think it is, actually. But what is your vision for Kyle Pitts? What do you think is the best team fit for him?
Well, I do not think it's too crazy. And it doesn't matter the team, MJ. This dude right here is the best player in the draft. He's a plug-and-play guy. He's a mismatch problem for everybody. You see him right here on the cornerbacks. Cornerbacks, too small, not strong enough. You see him right here on the safeties. Safeties, not quick enough to stay with him. He is a tight end and a wide receiver body. He can do it all. And then when you start pressing him, now this right here is unteachable when you this size, this weight, and can move like that. And right here, you see him drop his hips, get in and out of his break. If you're a safety or a corner trying to cover this guy, is a mismatch problem. And if you can get him on your ball club, on your team, you're going to be able to get him in situations like this, and it's going to be a mismatch all game long. This is the cheat code right here at the tight end position. This is unstoppable. Throw it up. I play above the rim. I'm going to go get the ball. Touchdown, 6 of them. Ring it up.
James, I mean, we called him a unicorn off the top of the show, and that is exactly why. When you're watching the highlights there, you broke down some of the film. Who does Kyle Pitts remind you of?
He reminds me of Darren Waller and Travis Kelce in one. Travis Kelce off the line of scrimmage, Darren Waller speed, the ability to go up and get the football. And when you put those two dudes together in one body, it's called unstoppable. And that's what you're getting with Kyle Pitts. So I'm telling you right now, I will not be surprised if he is the number 3 pick to the San Francisco 49ers. This kid can make all the plays. And when you talk about those two dudes right here, and you see it on the tape right here, how him and Darren Waller look very similar, and then you put in the Travis Kelce moves off the line of scrimmage, I'm telling you right now, Pro Bowl player for a long time right here, Kyle Pitts.
JJ, he actually told our Kim Jones that Travis Kelce is exactly who he models his game after. So how's that a comp for you? But Andrew Siciliano saying, oh, they are saying that he could go top 3, that they went up to get him. I am they. I'm the one saying that. I can also
you and me both.
absolutely see that happening. JJ, we always right here. All right, thanks. And who could forget the moment that Tua Tagovailoa was drafted 5th overall to the Miami Dolphins, a 3-piece suit and all. Now the Fins are tasked to add more to this young QB's arsenal. There it is. Omar Ruiz, he's in Miami Gardens with more on the Dolphins.
The Eric Flowers trade leaving a hole on the Dolphins' offensive line, and from what I understand, last year's second-round pick, Robert Hunt, who spent much of the year at right tackle for the Dolphins, will be moved inside to guard, which means that the position protecting Tua Tagovailoa's blind side, right tackle, is now available. So perhaps at number 6, offensive tackle moves a little more into focus for the Dolphins, namely Penei Sewell or Rashawn Slater. We know the Dolphins have done their due diligence on all the big-name playmakers like Pitts and Chase, the Alabama wideouts, but perhaps offensive line now comes into the equation. General Manager Chris Grier said last week he'll have no regrets moving out of 3 and eventually into 6 for the Dolphins in the first round of this draft. He also said he owes it to the organization to take all calls from other teams looking to trade into the top 10. After last month's blockbuster trades, Chris Greer came into draft week with plenty of options, has even more so now.
Great bat drop there, Omar Ruiz. All right, Miami drafted their QB at 5th overall last year. Now they have the 6th overall pick to start the first round. They select again, gentlemen, at 18. MJD, what are the Dolphins doing with all this first-round draft capital?
It's time to put playmakers around Tua. Like, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We just heard you and James, you and JJ talk about Kyle Pitts. That is a playmaker for you. Jamar Chase, a playmaker, guy that can be a #1 target. A quarterback needs that. I didn't play quarterback, David. I just protected you guys every now and then. But you need someone to throw the ball to when you get in trouble. You can throw that 50-50 ball to. And look, Pitts is a guy that can do that. Chase, those are guys that can go and do it. I've never been a guy, and again, this is me as a player, why go get the second best tight end or the second best receiver when you can have the best guy in the draft at that point to come and better your team? I just think if you're the Dolphins, it's time to put guys around Tua to help him out.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Kyle Pitts is the pick, no doubt about it. I think that guy is a dynamic player, but if you can't get him, then you do have to get a playmaker. Najee Harris, who we're showing on film, would be a good choice, but I also like Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase, for me, would be a guy that could be dynamic in that offense. You know, physical is the thing that I see when I watch his film. Yes, he ran fast, and he separates, and he goes up and gets the ball, but I think that with a young team like this, you almost want a guy that's just going to take over the entire offense and really get them to kind of follow along in his lead. And when you watch him play, he plays like an angry Steve Smith, who we both know, obviously, with the network and I played with, and he's fast and explosive, and he has all that thing. But I think there's a little bit of an edge to Jamar, so that's where I would go, with that 6th pick for the Dolphins.
Well, listen, I have to say this because I was supposed to talk about Najee Harris. I think you take him at 18. You take him at 18. You have a dominant #1 receiver, a dominant workhorse in the backfield, someone that Tua's comfortable with, actually really good friends with, and a guy that can command what we call 8-man boxes. So now Tua's only throwing against cover 3 and man-to-man, and you'll watch his growth as a player. To me, the Dolphins, you're set up for success. You just have to make the right picks in this draft, and you'll be ready to go. You were 10-6 last year.
Right.
Make it happen.
Look, MJD, the Dolphins made huge jump defensively last year, right? They've also invested in that offensive line, so now they can really focus on those playmakers in this draft. All right, guys.